After overcoming addiction and prison time, Jelly Roll celebrates his role in the country music revolution. Years after battling drug challenges, Jelly Roll is now in charge of country music. The singer of Son of a Sinner, whose real name is Jason Bradley DeFord, is apart from other musicians who have come before him. In addition to 3 6 Mafia and the hip-hop group, UGK, he lists Johnny Cash, Bob Seger, and James Taylor as musical influences. He grew up penning poetry in the Nashville suburbs. Jelly Roll is a member of a group of composers who he refers to as where they are in their life right now songwriters, along with Zach Bryan and Oliver Anthony. And this may be part of the reason for his quick success in the industry. We're a long way from the beautiful voices of Chris Stapleton or Chris Young, he told the Los Angeles Times. It's way more gritty what I do and what Zach does, way more pitchy, but I think it's filling a necessary void. Jelly Roll was recently nominated for a handful of 2023 CMA awards, including New Artist of the Year, Male Vocalist of the Year and Single of the Year for Need a Favor. While he's become country music's newest star, music has been part of his life for as long as he can remember thanks to his mom, who also gave him his nickname. She played me the good stuff, Willie, Waylon, Garth, he told the Le Times. I can probably sing more Garth Brooks songs than Garth Brooks can. Jelly Roll's eclectic style and tattooed face is not what a typical country music fan is used to. He got his start selling mixtapes and released more than a dozen independent catalogs before releasing Wits at Chapel, his country album debut earlier this year. The first time I heard Sam Hunt's Break Up in a Small Town, when that 808 drops, he said, or Cop Car by Keith Urban, I was like, yo, country dudes are singing about Wild S again. When Jelly Roll played at none other than the Grand Ole Opry, he demonstrated that he was prepared to sing alongside the big names. I knew that night that was gonna be home for me, stated the man. When I walked out of the building, I looked at my wife and I said, we'll be coming in and out of this parking lot for the next 30 years. The man who called himself extrovert by nature was also the guy who'd run the poker table in jail. I enjoy speaking. I adore talking to people. I enjoy talking to others. According to Billboard, he once spent time in jail after being convicted of aggravated robbery and possession with the intent to sell. He has openly revealed his battle with addiction throughout the years. In the beginning, I did a lot of drugs. I drank a lot of codeine, a lot of cough syrup, he told Billboard in 2021. I took a lot of Xanax, did a lot of cocaine, just really took it overboard. I've had years, dude, I don't remember years. Also, addiction for me is more than just my problems. My child's mother disappeared from her life for almost 5 years because of a heroin addiction. Thankfully, she's sober and back in her life now. He has a 15-year-old daughter and 7-year-old son from previous relationships. He added, my mother has struggled with addiction her whole life. When you grow up in a middle and lower class community, no one sees the effects of drug abuse like those people. Jelly Roll admitted he's not a political guy, mainly because my right to vote was taken from me when I was 16 years old due to his felony conviction. He was charged as an adult for using a gun to steal marijuana. He said he had a personal thing with the government. I don't appreciate the way they treat guys like me, especially after we've been proven to be rehabilitated and become tax-paying citizens, he told the Los Angeles Times. I put millions of dollars back into the community of Nashville. He continued, the stuff I sing about, you gotta back that S up, man. What about the country music stars he still wants to meet? Zach Bryan and Jelly Roll are waiting to have a conversation. He said, I just have to hug him. Even though our tales are quite different, they are also incredibly similar, in the sense that you forfeit some freedoms, including the right to choose your surroundings. Joining the military is not all that unlike from entering prison. In the Navy, he was never allowed to choose his squad or platoon, and neither was I allowed to choose my unit or my cellmate. We've only recently learned to love others.